What's up, everyone who's watching this video? It's Ty here. Welcome to a new video. It's been a while, I know, but bear with me here. I am doing other stuff, to be honest. I'm actually starting streaming every single day now from 10 o'clock Swedish time on my Twitch and also on YouTube at the same time. I'm using restream.io for your information, and I also stream on other platforms as well, but I'm not going to talk about them because they should have another spotlight later on in the future. Anyway, I'm gonna do a series here once a month or once every other month, because this takes a long time to make, called 12G. It's a working title, okay? It's a working title. And to make the title longer, which I don't want to use, the reason why I want to use it is too long, of course. It's 12 Steam games I have in my library, which I'm never gonna finish or complete because of different reasons. So this is a series of this. I picked 12 games I know I'll never finish, complete, or just straight up play for different reasons. And let's start with the first game called Go Kubelets. So Go Kubelets is pretty much a block game, and the reason why I'm not gonna finish this game is because of control issues. So as you see in the screen, I just move to one direction and I can't move any other way unless I just flick the switch a little bit and just go the opposite direction, and then I just release and I go back to the corner. It's something wrong with the game. So I don't want to waste my time to wait until they can fix it or I can figure it out, because I have too many games. So yeah. Next up is East India Company Gold, and this genre is not my forte, to be honest. I get too bored playing these kind of games, so that's the reason I don't want to. I'm never gonna finish or play it that long. I took my time to play at least 20 minutes of this game, and I got so bored, so bored. It's not my type of game, so that's the reason. Next up is Ricochet, and this is a Tron Disc Wars game from Valve, if I remember correctly. If it's not, you will see a text which people it's behind it. Anyway, the thing about this game is it's empty. There's no one in the server. The only time I actually recorded, which is the video you see now, there was actually people playing this game. That's the surprising part. There was people in the game while I was recording this. So that was something for you guys at least to see. There is some people actually playing it, but they're pretty rare. Very rare. Next up is Racer 8, and honestly this one and two other games I have spent the most time playing outside recording, because it's time consuming. It's not time consuming, it's fun to play when you have nothing else to do. And the time I was away, I played a lot of Racer 8. And there's two other games I played a lot too, strange enough. But still, the thing about Racer 8 is, it's if you want to play alone and you don't want to just play something that you don't want to record. That's the reason why this game is there, and it's too repetitive sometimes, and the only thing that's actually cool is that you can buy other cars, which you can't steer because you can only change the speed of the car. Well, let's go to the next one. Next one is Tumblestone. I got this game, I don't remember where, but I got this game, and I can't finish this game because I had to buy the rest of the game. So I basically got a demo, which is not a demo because you can play with other people in a versus mode. Yeah, I don't get it myself, so I don't want to waste my time personally to play this game yet. Maybe in the future if I someday, but there's too many games that actually gets more attention than this one. And unfortunately, this one has to join the list because of the reason they had to buy the rest of the game. Right, next up is pretty much the weirdest game, one of the weirdest games I have in my Steam library. I don't know how I got it, but I got it for some reason. It was like a bundle, and this one was one of them in it. So this one is Uriel's Chasm. It starts off with, like you saw before, two girls introduced in this game. I think they were the people behind the game, and I got so confused. I'm so confused with this game. I don't know what to do. So the reason for me just getting confused is the reason I want to finish this game or play it at all, because it's too confusing. So next up is Knights and Merchants, and just like I mentioned East India Company Gold, it's too boring for me. I get bored with these kind of games, and that's the reason why it's there on the list. Alright, the next game called The Blue Flamingo, and for me it's a surprise to actually have this on the list, because I feel I can make a longer video of this, but for now, with all the games I have, it just get outmatched. It just get destroyed by all the games I have in the list, outside this list, which is they're gonna have longer series. And this one is not strong enough to have its own series, but I might stream it once. I might stream it one day, but not play a series of it. I might stream it. That's the thing. If not, I'm streaming this before this comes out, but that's another detail. Now, the thing about the game is you get from point A to point B, you get from point A to point B, and if you get it to point B, you can upgrade the stuff you get during the way, but as soon as you die, you start from zero. And that's a bit frustrating for me to just realize that all the hard work and you have to start everything again. There's no restart button in this game. There's no level restart. You just start from zero when you die. And that's might be the reason why I don't want to make a series of this, for a reason that I'm not a good driver in this game, apparently, and I only make it to level 3. Alright, next up is Cities in Motion, and just like East India Company Gold and Knights and Merchants from the list, I get too bored with these kind of games. But I gave it a try anyway, because I felt like it's something different from this game, except for other two. And I felt like I had a hang of it. I actually understood the game better. And I was so wrong when I got to play the real game, because I realized it was just a tutorial to understand the small pieces of the game. And when I opened up the big game, I just said, nope, I ain't gonna do this. Which takes us to another building game called Bridge Constructor, and it's just like Razor 8. It has levels, it gets too repetitive sometimes, and for me, just like Razor 8, it's just a game that I can play outside. I don't need to record this, I just can play it when I have some time over and just relax. Alright, Razor 8 has some time limits as well, but you understand the reason and the point of this, right? Right, okay. Which brings us to the next game, which is called Super Sanctum Tower Defense, or TD. This is just like I mentioned, Razor 8 and Bridge Constructor, a game that I just can sit back, relax, and just play it. I don't really need to comment so much on it, and I just have to wait, which goes to the comparison of East India Company Gold, Knights and Merchants, and Cities in Motion. I get too bored, and that's not good. So this last game is called Why So Evil, and the title speaks for itself. You are a box who tries to get from point A to point B in this area, and you have to be careful of people touching you or push you out of the area. There's no other thing left, I think. There's no other things who can actually kill you. You don't start from the beginning though, like the Blue Flamingo. You start from that level, and I think, if I don't mistake, they count all your deaths. So as soon as you die, you get one on the death counter, and you can pretty much die how many times as possible in this. And the reason why I don't want to finish this game, it's because I can't complete this. I don't have the thing of completing these kind of games. There's nothing. If you compare with Racer 8 and Bridge Constructor, you can actually just take a break from it. This game, it's not. God, how can I explain better? It's evil. Straight up evil. Just the game is straight up evil of just being annoyed. Really, being annoyed of it. Alright, that was 12G, episode 1, or if I had a longer title, 12 Steam games I have on my account, or library, if I can say so, which I'm never gonna complete, finish, or just play at all for different reasons. It's a working title. Tell me in the comments down below, give me some feedback how you feel about this episode, and leave a like, and support the channel by hitting the subscribe button. And by the way, like I said in the beginning, I'm streaming on Twitch every single day. Links will be in the description. That's all. See you in the next one. Shoo. You get from point A to point B. You get from point A to point B